Hi guys, back again with me, Austin from Abba Boy Heart. Today I'm going to share with you my experience on this is Galactic Heroes by Playskool. I'm not sure what's their relation with Hasbro. Subsidiary perhaps? Okay. Playskool Galactic Heroes, Star Wars, what do you call that? Millenium Falcon Adventure set. Okay, or that's what I think it is. Okay. Why? Okay. Now, before I continue, I just want to mention several things. First, I apologize. I don't have the packaging anymore. But I think the packaging looks something like this. Okay. Right. And then it's been on my display for a while now. So the condition of this Millenium Falcon and the figure may not probably what you expect from a new set. Okay. There might be some color change, yellowing, and it's a bit dirty. So I tried to clean it up as best as I could, but yeah. So if you find a bit of dirt here and there, I'm sorry about that. Okay. And then the second thing is because I had it open and then I checked again. I wanted to make sure which year of release this was, right? So I had a conclusion. Right, because most of my Galactic Heroes stuff were open, already some are display. Sometimes I have to check again what's the name of the set. Now this, what I call the Galactic Heroes vintage or retro version, because they do have the modern version, which I'm going to show you guys as well. Don't worry about it in the next videos. But this retro version of Millenium Falcon, they have released it at least what I found is four times. Okay, so I assume this was the first one, the 2000 version. Okay, based on the packaging, right? Based on the packaging, and it includes 4 figures, which I'm going to show you later on in more detail. One, Chewbacca, this pose and this chrome color of 3CPO, this Han Solo smuggler outfit, and then a Stormtrooper. So come with 4 figures, right? And then I looked it up. In 2004, it seems that they released another set which include 3 figures. One Han Solo, then this, if I'm not mistaken, this 3CPO. And then this Chewbacca again, okay. And then they did another release of Millenium Falcon, which include Han Solo in his Bespin outfit. That was either the 2007 or the 2009. I think it was the 2007 release. And they released another one with Lando, right? Lando, and then the Rebel Trooper. That was, I think, what they call the Return of the Jedi set one version, okay, and that was probably the 2009 release. Now the question is, are these the same Millenium Falcon, just a bit of different package or figures that provided or paint job? I'm not sure. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Okay. Well, I know the 2002 and the 2004 are pretty much the same Millenium Falcon, but anyway, just to let you know, so my assumption, well, not my assumption, but based on the packaging, and I check again, I may be wrong. If please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the 2000. This is the 2000 version of the Millenium Falcon. Right, I hope that's clear. Right, so before I continue with this Millenium Falcon, just very quick, just want to make a remark. It comes with, first is with a Han Solo. Alright, now I've showed you the Escape from Mos Eisley set, right? Then that one came with a Han Solo as well. Mold wise, seemingly is similar, right? In a glance, but actually it's different. It's a different mold. Okay. This one seems to be the most kind of a newer update to this figure, right? Okay, so The noticeable difference is the face and the left palm here, as you can see. Right, there's a different left palm here. All right, and then another difference that I realized also, this one is actually a bit articulated on the right. Okay, whereas this one, no, it's just one big rubbery figure. Okay, this one is more solid, somehow a bit rubbery still, but this one is the more rubbery one. That's what I feel. Okay, but and then the way they painted that this one is a bit kind of a grayish. This one is a bit more dark. Okay, it's a darker version of it, but still very cool. And then, oops, focus please. And then this one had a bit of added paint on the tip, so which is cool. I like that as well. Okay, so yeah, just quick comparison here. All right, this one, the head is bigger. So which one do I like the most? I like both actually. If you know me, right, I like Han Solo and Chewbacca. Right, so let's just continue. Okay, so yeah, let's just continue with this one. Okay, I always mention this, although this is a kid's toy, but they did very well to make a very somewhat quite detailed collectibles, even for us adult collectors, which is cool. Of course, the face and the style of the figure is already stylized to this line, so we cannot ask much. And this one doesn't have articulation, not even the head. Yeah. Okay. All right. But let me check the date on the figure here. Well, it says here 2001, so I may be right. This seems to be the 2002 release. Okay. All right. So yeah, rubbery. All right. Very suitable for kids, and you know straight away from the outfit it's Han Solo in his smuggler outfit. Okay, right. And let's just measure him very quickly. Just kind of a rough measurement on him. He stands roughly to the top of his head, around 5.4 or 5.5 centimeters. So around that. Okay, just to give an idea. Right, the second figure I want to show you is this Chewbacca, and I did share to you a version of another Chewbacca, which was one part of the, what do you call that, the Escape from Mos Eisley set. Okay, in a glass it seems to be the same figure, but if you look closely, the face is actually different. Okay, this one, on that set, we have a grinning face, of Chewbacca, which is cool. I like that. Whereas in this one, we have a closed mouth Chewbacca, which both looks very cute. But the base of the body is pretty much the same. The one noticeable difference is the color of the, oops, focus please, is the, let me try focus, is the color of the bowcaster. Now this one is darker, whereas this one is more light gray, but it's pretty much the same. It's still detachable, so if you notice, okay, it's still very, very rubbery on this part, but the other part is rubbery as solid, because it's thick. Okay, okay. The one on the right is quite tight. Okay, but so maybe I'll just put it on the left. But anyway, it's pretty much the same. Okay, the same figure altogether. Oh, is it? Is it? We actually had this back hole at the back, and I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Okay. There's nothing here. By the way, I just want to mention to you as well. I assume that this is the Chewbacca that come with this set. Okay, I had like maybe 3 or 4 Chewbaccas, and this seems to be the one. Okay, that come with the set, because with the mouth. Okay, with the face. So I may have an idea of what this is for, okay. But for now it actually very much the same, it's just different at the back like that, right? Articulation is the same also. I'll show you. It has rotation on both arms and then rotation on both legs to allow for sitting position. Okay. Another issue that I faced was whether is this truly the bowcaster for this one, because because it's scattered around. I play around with it and I realized, did I exchange it with another bowcaster? Right, but let's just assume that this is the one that comes with this set. So I'm sorry about that, okay? Because I couldn't remember. But anyway, that's the Chewbacca that we have. Okay, it's very neat. Actually, this is one of my most favorite figure from the vintage or retro Galactic heroes, because it has articulation on the four limbs. Okay. So yeah, and the mold and the sculpt, right? You realize this is Chewbacca, right? It's hairy all over, and they are doing it very, very nicely. Okay, all right. So that's Chewbacca for you. Just a bit quick measurement, and always I always mention that the cool thing about this, they do pay attention to the character. Okay, he is, I think, roughly to the top of his head 7 centimeters. Okay, roughly about that. Now if you pay attention, then realize that he is taller than, he's bigger than Han Solo, which is that's what I mean. They really do pay attention to each character. If it's a bigger character supposed to be big, then they make it big. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And I really appreciate that, right? Even this is meant to be a toy line, I mean a kid's toy line, right? But it's really cool. And then we have this Stormtrooper. Okay, I also have several Stormtroopers, so I think that I checked. It seems that the one that came with this set is supposed to be a clean white Stormtrooper, right? So this is it. It looks cool actually. It is quite detailed. You can see some part of the armor and the helmet, and you realize, oh, it's truly a Stormtrooper. Okay. Yeah, and it's rubbery. It doesn't have any articulation. Look at how cool the blaster is fixed on the palm, right? So that's actually quite cool, right, for a kid's toy. But they actually do it, right? That's why I appreciate it. Look at that, right? All the molded details, and yeah, they really put efforts, I think, on shaping this. Okay. And yeah, very rubbery, so very cool. Can throw it and without care. Yeah, so okay, maybe just a quick measurement of this Stormtrooper. Stands roughly, is it 2 inch? Maybe slightly above 2 inch, so maybe 5.2, 5.1 centimeters, around that. Okay. Alright, yeah, so that's for the Stormtrooper. And the last of the figure which we have here is the 3CPO. This 3CPO is unlike any other Galactic heroes, which usually rubbery is pretty much solid. See, but the mold is actually not bad. It's quite cool. And I don't know why they opted to use this material instead, but I assume that it's because they wanted to give this chrome look of a paint. Okay, so is that why I've done? And it's very light compared to the the other figure. It's just one big one whole statue, no articulation. In fact, the arm here is molded to the waist. And yeah, I like the chrome actually. It looks cool, shiny, and we still have details on only the cable, right? The suit, well, not the suit, the body. Even the eyes is, the head is very neat, right? And on the back here, yeah. But for this one, nothing much really. Okay, no articulation. Yeah. Okay. So just a bit of measurement. This figure stands roughly 5.6 centimeters, I think. 5.6, 5.7, roughly that. And yeah, actually it's the least that I like from this set, but still the chrome looks very nice. Okay, and just maybe just to give an idea, side by side. Okay, well, it seems taller because the way it's positioned, right? You know, it's like, you know, like this with open legs. So yeah, but still, okay, right. Now finally to the main attraction. Maybe I just open it up, begin by measuring first so that we can have all the good stuff explained. Okay, alright, of course the way I measure here is the cockpit is an extra length in the front area, so okay, just to bear that in mind. Okay, from this side of the cockpit to that side of the ship, this side on the right, okay, it's roughly I think it's probably 30, almost 30 centimeters. Okay, so roughly about that, right? Yeah, maybe 29 point something, 29.5. Okay, and then from the bottom up, from the bottom to the top of this gun, okay, is roughly, I may be wrong, but it's roughly also 20, around 28 centimeters, probably more. Okay, probably more, yeah, or 29. Okay, all right, and then the length of it, okay, from the front to the bottom. Okay, to the back, to the rear. English, right? Okay, it's probably roughly 28 centimeters, around that. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how big it is. Now, what I like from this Millenium Falcon set, from it being a Millenium Falcon set, is that, you know, first is, you know, look at the size, right? You know, when you grab on it, wow, it's actually quite heavy. And look at the mold, look at the design, right? And even its colorway, although it's a bit yellowing here and there, I think. But, you know, overall, well, it looks very, very cool, right? For a kids' toy line, as in Galactic Heroes, is actually such a very, very cool Millenium Falcon with many intricate details. Look at that. And I like it even more than, you know, our newer mission fleet line, right? It's so much detail. Look at those molds, right? Very cool. Right, I'll just stop here, then you can appreciate it. And then maybe side view. Look at that. Look at that mold. Okay, right. I'll try my best. Because of the size here, and look at that. Of course, we need to apply some stickers. Okay, for example, in this area, okay, we need to apply the stickers here. And look at this area. Right, I just stop here so that you can appreciate the details as well. And yeah, it has some sort of, you know, wear and tear, you know, from the Star Wars realm. We can find also from, you know, the other line from Hasbro, which is cool, right? For a kids toy, they actually pay attention to this, and it's really cool. Okay, maybe just to rotate again. Okay, right. The cockpit, I think it's somewhat transparent, but very subtle. You can see there's there's the light from inside. We'll try to put a figure inside later on to see how it goes. Okay. By the way, there are several assembly that we need to do, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay. This dish, I think, is removable. I think, or we need to put it on, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. It does rotate, and you have up and down motion, just like any other Millennium Falcon. Okay. And this gun, we need to assembly. There's a button here, I explain later because it's part of the electronic, but you need to put it on. You can, I did try to take it out, and it's possible to take it out. Right? That one is okay, but the one below here, which is the landing gear, and just like any other Millennium Falcon, I suggest that, by the way, oh, look at that, right? Let's appreciate the mold a little bit here. Just stop here, then you can appreciate it. Playskool, well, based on the year 2001 is probably, I'm right, this is probably the 2002, or they could, it's probably, the 2004 version is probably also the same. Anyway, yeah, look at those details, right? I like it. So the landing gear, I suggest if you have already put it on, right, plug it in. It's better not to mess with it. I mean, you don't want to loosen up the plug. And I'm sorry, it's not. Look at that. There's a bit dirty over there. I missed that. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I tried. By the way, this triangle here is actually the place for the battery. I'll show the electronics. Yes, it comes with electronics. Okay. You just need to prepare three AA batteries. The instruction is very clear inside. You know which side you want to put it on. Okay. What else? So yeah, the landing gear. Don't forget the landing gear, and maybe just to appreciate this area. Okay. Whew, man. All right, look at that, look at that. Okay, so again, well, you can always pause the video if you want to appreciate more of it. Okay, so I already explained this. Okay, maybe I just go straight to the electronic on the outside part here. Now, I tried to look for a on and off button, but I couldn't find anything like that. So once you put on the battery, it's on. Okay, it's on. That's what I find. Okay. Yeah, if you know that if there's any on and off button, please let me know. Anyway, as long as it's functional, that's fine, right? So here on the left near the dish, right, we have one red button here. The red here is actually a button. So I'll try to press. I'll move my mic so that closer so that you can listen to the voice. Okay.
The hyperdrive on the Millenium Falcon is damaged.
Wait for it. Usually there's another sound, the R2D2 sound after that. I'm not sure. Anyway. Let me try once again. Anyway, let's move on. Right. So that's the sound on that button. The second sound, normally there's a gap after the 3PO say something, and then there's a gap. Then normally R2D2 will say something, not say, but there's a voice of R2D2. But anyway, that's what I mean. Okay, that's what I mean. Okay, so let's try to press again one more time. Alright, so I don't know why the voice is not coming back to the first voice, but anyway. So the gun here also is really cool. Not only that it comes with the motion when we press it, but it's also pressed to a button down below. So let's just try. Okay, so pay attention to the motion of the gun here. Oh, sorry, that's not the sound of this gun, okay? That was from that button. Okay, let's try to press this one. Cool, right? And actually, I like that. I like that better. I like that better than the, spring-loaded action, That actually, I like this better. Okay, so that's the voice from the front. Okay, maybe before the cockpit, I just want to show you that the back part here can be opened. Okay, let me put on my mic first. Right. So, okay, here there's an opening. Okay, right. You can open this, and yeah, even look at this. Let me move. Okay, yeah, R2D2 enough. Okay, even this part, look at that, right? The interior, it still have some more details, right? That's cool. I appreciate that. And inside, you see that I'll try to lift it up. Okay, all right. Again, we have one button there, but there are several stickers that we needed to put on. Right, first is that one, okay. And then that one. Right, oops, let me focus. I didn't put the sticker in a proper way on that part and on this part, so I'm sorry guys, I'm not really good at it. I did it while half asleep probably, but anyway, so there's a kind of a staircase that, well, not really a staircase, but a path that seems to go on the cockpit. We'll come to that later. And then there's this part which I cannot find any button or anything, but if you press this down, and it will go down. I'll show you on the other side. Okay, so not sure whether there's any button. You just press and will go down. No voice, unfortunately. And this sticker of R2D2, we still have this, what do you call it? The board game that Chewbacca played with 3CPO, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And then there's this rubbery hose which you can take out, right? And you can actually I think it's, you can actually take the Chewbacca and then it will somewhat fit his arm. Well, on the right, I need to make the hole bigger, but basically the idea is, yeah, you can grab it with the palm here. It's rubbery, by the way. It's super rubbery. Okay, right, and then you can put the Chewbacca just like he's doing a repair, like that, Okay. All right. So, well, I was gonna say that we can probably use it to plug it here, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong with that. So yeah, just to mention that. But yeah, that's for the Chewbacca to grab, because, well, obviously Han Solo doesn't have any. Well, it does. Oh, he does actually. Let me try. Okay, so yeah, you can actually grab Han Solo using Han Solo's hand. Okay, anyway, that's not really important. But what I do normally, I just stuck the tip on it, or I just put it there. But I don't want to stretch it too much, so I just do it there with the one that over there. Okay, then we have blue color here. I don't think there's any opening here. Not like this is not Legacy Millenium Falcon, unfortunately. Right, so okay, now this part. All right, okay, I'll explain. Right, this part can move up and down. Okay, then yeah, there's a button there. If you realize there's a red button, let me move closer. Let me press. Okay, I'll try to put my mic a bit closer. All right. Okay, it's a different sound. Okay. All right, that's the one there, and then there's the one in the middle here. Suppose it's a 3 R2D2 voice. Oh no, that's Chewbacca's voice. Okay, so we have 3 voices here: Chewbacca, 3PO, and R2D2. Alright, cool. So, I'll just continue. Right, so before the cockpit, again, so yeah, maybe just to look what's inside again, for one last time. And yeah, okay, so you can put your figure inside, play around with it. Right? Okay, put your Han Solo here, put your 3PO here. Okay, that's probably at the end of every sound. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna close this, but before that, I'm gonna open this here. Right. So let me close this down first. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Right. So this is what it looks like from the side. Unfortunately, the escape pod doesn't open anything, but at least this part, yeah, it's not bad, isn't it? You can open this up. Can we do it from outside? I think yeah, you just have to pull it down. I don't see any spring action or anything. Yeah. So, all right. Okay, okay. Next is the cockpit. Finally, the cockpit. All right. So the cockpit opens to this side. Okay. What I want to show you is this. I hope it's visible on the camera. Look at that. Right. Oops. Right. So a bit shaky. Look at that. Right. It actually looks very, very nice from the inside. All the mold here. Look at the very intricate. I like that. And that's what the cockpit looks like. Unfortunately, you cannot fit 2 people, just one of the character. Well, nothing much, nothing fancy here, just a bit of molded detail again, which is cool. Yeah, not even something. And they have this kind of a divider maybe, and that the seat, only one seat. Let me try to put on. Okay, Han Solo here. Okay, let's try to close it. And yeah, it probably will shake within, but actually not really. Yeah, it's still somewhat there. Not much room anyway. But how about let's try put Chewbacca in and see. Oh, it actually fits really nice. Okay. If you put him in a sitting position like this, right? voila. So it does fits Chewbacca. And the reason for that is because we have these two gaps, so you can somewhat slide the leg in. Is it? Yeah, I think so. But the point is you know that the Chewbacca can sit inside as well, right? So that's with the cockpit. Okay, so before I wrap up, I just realized that you can actually put the bowcaster on the hole behind here. It's actually really cool. I just realized that, wow, this is truly the best figure in Galactic Heroes. You just plug the bowcaster behind, and it's really cool. Just stays there, right? Awesome. I really like that. Unfortunately, you don't have that. Unfortunately, okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is a very cool Chewbacca. Now, alright, so wrap it up. Okay, what should I say? Right, it's actually the very set that brought me to collect Galactic Heroes, especially this retro line, which eventually also bring me to collect the modern line as well, in one way or another. Okay, and it's very, very cool. I wish they would do something like this again in the future, with the new characters. Maybe Rogue One, I don't know. But I'm not sure whether they have the market for it, or they have with the missional fleet line going on. Probably Mandalorian. How about Mandalorian, right? With the ship as well, and Baby Yoda would be cool. That would be very cool. But for now, this is what we have from the Galactic Heroes line. I think they are focusing more on the Power Rangers line on that side right now, but that's even with the modern limb, not in this style of figure anymore. But this again, I don't regret this. I found out this set from a local store, and immediately I love it. This version of Millenium Falcon is truly one of my favorite Millenium Falcon. Being a kid's toy, but with all the electronics and all the intricate details and molds, and even it's yellowish a bit here and there. I know that the Millenium Falcon must be rugged, must be dirty, must be weathered. It has to be, right? And to find that this version in this kids toy line is very, very interesting to me, right? And yeah, I love it. Okay, especially now that I found out you can actually put the bowcaster behind here. All this time I never realized, I never tried it, and today I found out it's very cool. I really like it. So, right, I really recommend it if you really like Star Wars, if you like Millenium Falcon, Han Solo, Chewbacca. Yeah, just try to find it. Okay. So thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell for more updates. Okay. See you in the next video. Ciao.